Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to the instant post-match reaction. Liverpool have suffered a 3-2 loss at the hands of Manchester City. Please do let me get involved in the comment section below, everyone. As I said, not the best performance that we wanted anyway. A lot of poor performances. We're just the league, or the last eight. Draw is going to be very closely underway very soon. And it wouldn't surprise me if Manchester City do get Charlton. And I'm hoping City do get Man United, in all honesty, in relation to their performance. Yeah, there we go. The audio is sounds. There we go. Big up there, gaming, as I said there, mate. Appreciate that, matey. And as I said, technical issues anyway. But as I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And we'll start off with the main man, Kevin De Bruyne. Chat as well. As I said, massive support, massive thank you for support on the live stream. Watch along, enjoyed it. Regardless, obviously, we couldn't quite defend our title. Yes, it's obviously not the high priority list. But in all honesty, Liverpool, this squad is capable at least coming away, regardless of whatever trophies it is, throughout the calendar season. I think every single season that has passed or transpired, where, especially over the last 2-3 years, where Liverpool have been so dominant in Europe and in the Premier League as well, Manchester City, I think it is a massive failure, regardless of whatever competition it is. Me and every single one of you that did travel all the way down to Liverpool or celebrated all around the world, the League Cup and the FA Cup. Liverpool thrive on winning trophies at the end of the season, and if Liverpool don't win a title, whatever title that is, or don't come away with one or two titles this season, then it's been a massive disaster. Regardless of, you can't be looking to say, oh yes, we've had injuries. Every team has injuries, in all honesty. But as I said, a massive congratulations to City. Thoroughly deserved that result. I'll tell you what, Darwin Núñez could still be playing for another 20 years tonight, and he wouldn't put that ball in the back of the net anyway. But we'll get on to Darwin very soon. But we'll go with, obviously, that main man. And I've said, I voted man of the match, and quite rightly so. There was, obviously, Palmer. A great performance by the youngsters. As I said, not seen a lot of him on the watch along, but he's very... didn't look out of place at all, in all honesty. Another graduate of that Manchester City academy, absolutely thriving. We've seen Phil Foden break through over the last couple of years, get his opportunities. Pep very much used the League Cup in the early stages of a lot of this young team for City, the developments. And I'll tell you what, Palmer is the next big name to come out of that Manchester City academy. He is the local lad. And I was surprised we've got a Manchester United ex-player. We'll build through here anyway. So, obviously, Manchester United, of course, have been drawn up at home. Go on, put it against Manchester City. Give us number 8. Number 8 ball. Man United, Man City. Mainly, not just for a case of those two, but a case in point of really a lot of the other clubs left in that competition, because just gives them an opportunity. And of course, Man United got Charlton at home. At least it's not Man City. Yeah. But what are we saying on there? Palmer is very good. He is Zuki. It's tremendous. They took the game more serious than us, it seemed, mate. I'd agree with you there, fella, in terms of the second half performance. We'll get onto the substitutions and how that impacted the game, in all honesty. Just bear with 1 second here, chat. We're just going through the draw. So Southampton have been drawn up against at home. So they're the third team, Southampton. So if you're a Southampton fan, you made up. Got a home draw. Oh, Southampton against Manchester City. That's going to be a bit of a tasty fixture. Don't think Southampton fans will be at all happy with that, in all honesty. But it's good for a lot of the other teams as well, especially teams that have avoided. Forest have got a home fixture. And obviously Newcastle still in the hat. So all the Geordies are probably hoping that they can get a home fixture. Obviously, there's going to be 2 more teams left in this. So it is Forest versus Wolves. So if you're a Forest fan, Wolves fan, Newcastle fan, you're very content and very happy, in all honesty. But obviously, Shay Given, the ex-Newcastle goalkeeper, as we know, at Newcastle for a very long time. Of course, he's drawn. It's so dodgy, this EFL draw, chat, innit? You've got a Manchester United ladies player drawn in the like it was in the last round, and you got a Shea Given picking out his home team out of that. And Newcastle have got Leicester in the quarter-final draws anyway, so that's going to be, obviously, they're playing this weekend as well, both teams. But big up there, Buffal came on. Did he? I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, we hoped. All right, Jack, how are we doing, Eamon Darwin? Not on par tonight, lads. Yeah, don't get me started, Eamon. I'm going to get onto him, mate. But chat, let us know your thoughts on that in terms of performance by the whole overall team performance. But firstly, as I mentioned, plaudits have to go to Manchester City aside before if any City fans do jump in and go, oh, the absolutely battered us in quite large portions of that game. And on another night, it would have been, in all honesty, 5-6-2 to City. Yes, Liverpool had one or two bit of chances here and there, but quite frankly, wasn't good enough. But quickly going through that quarter-final draw, if anyone's bothered. Man United, Charlton, Southampton City, Nottingham Forest versus Wolves, and Newcastle Leicester. So it's a massive opportunity. Imagine if Southampton could do the business against City and Charlton, potentially knocking out Manchester United. It's a big payday for Leicester. Not Leicester, for Charlton anyway. But, as I said, I've made on my notes, match reaction, Kevin De Bruyne, as I said, getting 2 assists, in that game. Cole Palmer, absolutely phenomenal. And the fact that City did start chat, De Bruyne, Rodri, and Gundogan. I think Bajcetic, yes, he did get an early yellow card, did come off at half time. I think that was mainly due to the fact of hopefully he's not injured, most importantly. But as I said, he didn't look out of place. I felt the substitutions from Jurgen Klopp at half time very much did kind of impact the game in a good way and a negative way in terms of the second half. I think as soon as Elliott come off, obviously you're getting the replacements in terms of obviously Henderson coming on. I think there was a lack of real clear-cut creativeness from through the middle. Obviously Carvalho coming off, as I said, didn't start the game well, Carvalho, but really very much grew into that first half performance, as we were saying. And it's amazing when you actually play Carvalho in those central positions that he's more favoured in. Obviously that goal coming from a central area on the penalty spot, scoring like he did against Manchester City in the Cups last year with Fulham. So it's disappointing, of course, but as I said, not to dwell on too much, but I wanted to win this competition. I know a lot of people go, oh, it's only the League Cup, but it was only the League Cup and the FA Cup that Liverpool got last year. We missed out on the Champions League, we missed out on the Premier League as well, and the way Liverpool have started this year, I think fair enough, if Liverpool end up this season winning the league or the Champions League, then happy days. But we haven't got those premonitions to the future. If Liverpool come away this season without a trophy, it's been an absolute disaster, in all honesty. Because all of us enjoyed winning and the celebrations. Yes, it wasn't the Champions League and the Premier League, but it was still, at the end of the day, fundamentally, Liverpool thrive on winning trophies. And yeah, I'll be disappointed. Losing out the cup, as I said there, and that goes to say, as mentioned on my notes, it was a weak defence of our title. We played one game and then got beaten in the EFL Cup, so I know it's against City in all honesty, and you could have had a bit of a favourable draw, but I think if we won that game tonight, we would have won that competition. Would have absolutely battered everyone, in all honesty. Disappointing. Milner injured as well, chat. Looking like Jurgen Klopp, was listening to his post-match after the game, looking like a potential hamstring or a tweak. Jurgen did say that Milner didn't want to make it too more didn't want to aggregate the hamstring or whatever tweak it was anyway. But yeah, disappointing. Firmino's injured prior to the game as well, so not looking good for Liverpool in terms of injuries. I'll tell you what, we're one injury away from Salah or Darwin Núñez being absolutely knackered up front, in all honesty. Liverpool's lack of squad depth could be very much a exposed to the full extent in the next couple of weeks, because the games are coming thick and fast. As we know, we've got Villa on Monday night on the 24th, Christmas Eve. So it's not going to be, well, no, 26th, Boxing Day anyway, the Boxing Day fixture, as we know. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be disappointing. Hopefully we can get this result over the line, but we need a better performance. And we'll get straight onto Darwin Núñez as well, Chas, because as I said, very disappointing. But yeah, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Jack and Chat. Big up there, Panov. But yeah, a trophy is a trophy. Klopp doesn't care. The attitude in the post match annoyed me so much. Man doesn't have the honour to be picky. That's the thing. It's the thing in a king, I suppose. Yes, and I don't know. I could come on here and react, screaming my head off, but that's not my style. So if that's what you want, anyone watching or watching on the post interview, but I'm deeply disappointed. But at the end of the day, if we do win the Premier League or Champions League, it's a long way. As I said, we're a very long way behind the likes of Manchester City and Arsenal. But the season is still very young. But I'd agree with you there, King. As I said, but it's Man City. Fair enough if we got beat by Charlton, but it is Man City. We've won this cup last season. We have bigger things to worry about. It's the thing, Eamons, we do, mate. But as I said, if we come at the end of the season, and especially if we are to miss out on top four, but hindsight is a wonderful thing in football. But yeah, and Darwin Núñez, disappointing. I think Chat, let us know your thoughts on Darwin Núñez tonight, because it was a weird game, a very, very weird game, in all honesty. In reality, I think we all watch him, and even in the pre-season, I'd say he's not comfortable down that right-hand side when he gets into that opportunity, as we've seen his time at Benfica and the glimpses where he's had a very good game for Liverpool. He's more natural. He gravitates more naturally down that left-hand side of the pitch, in all honesty, as we know. But it's weird. I think down that right-hand side, he's not as comfortable, and I think the opportunity, especially in that second half, as we've seen, disappointing, just as I said. But yeah, Núñez was shooting like Ngog tonight. Yeah, I'd agree there, King, but I think he does need to improve. Jürgen spoke in his post-match comments as well, chat, if you didn't see it. He said it was frankly not good enough, and I think we'd all agree anyway. It was not the best, as I said. He basically said if Nat Phillips, we know Nat, if the ball gets whipped into the back post, he's on ahead of Everton, but severely outnumbered on not just one or two or three. It seemed to be every single ball, but that's the quality of Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not making excuses, but when you've got Kevin De Bruyne whipping a ball into the back stick with that quality, and when you've got players, I think another night, Nathan Ake, as I said, this game could have finished 6-2 to Manchester City on another night, if they actually could finish the dinner, in all honesty. Nathan Ake, great finish at the back post, but in all honesty, it was shocking. Too much space out wide, but at the end of the day, we've seen a kind of reaction, but as long as we're not defending like this against the likes of Villa on Boxing Day and the games to come, fair enough. I understand where Klopp's comments are coming from, but as I said, we've all gone into this World Cup saying, "Oh, it was a big break. It was an opportunity to very much reset." And I'm hoping that's what Jurgen Klopp has done, and a lot of those players have very much had a good think about their performances. Quite good. Because quite frankly, it wasn't good enough anyway. And just seeing there, Real Madrid winning 5-1 and Chelsea winning 3-0 against Paris Saint-Germain. I think that's in friendlies. I don't know if that's friendlies or... Oh no, it's the Women's Champions League anyway. Wolfsburg won 8-2 against Bolton. But chat, let us know. But big up there. Núñez was shooting like a god. Starwin needs to practice his shooting more. He could have had a hat-trick. 100% agree with there, Panov. But big up there, Ant, as well. Ant, are you happy with... Obviously, we've got you very soon after, of course, the Villa game. We'll be getting Ant on the channel. But Ant, are you happy getting Newcastle away? As I said, maybe we were saying to you last night, it's a big opportunity for a lot of those teams left in the competition to very much get deeper into the competition. In all honesty, Nunes is an instant instinct player when he has time to think. He overthinks it, and I 100% agree with it. Eamon's absolutely nailed it on the head there. In all honesty, he is an instinctful player, but I think he's still young. But I think when push does come to shove, in reality, when it does get to the bigger, when we're playing against Real Madrid, so I don't want to be coming on a post match and saying, "Oh, it's Nunes, we'll let him off." He's number 9 for Liverpool Football Club. He needs to be finishing those opportunities. Well, number 27 anyway. But he's our number 9 up front. He needs to be finishing those opportunities. And I've got a feeling at the back of my mind, I think Bobby Firmino has been so important for Liverpool this season. In terms of the games when we've not played the best. Just looking at the chance there now, a lovely ball. I got to applaud Ox for when he does something good, in all honesty. It was a lovely ball to find Darwin Núñez, and that's Darwin Núñez at his best, down that left-hand side, when he's got space to run into. And then just looking at this third goal for City, we've done so much to really get back into the game and then shock a defending like that. But, as I said, as long as we're not defending like that in the Premier League, then we'll be happy. But yeah, speaking of Darwin Núñez, just having a little look at his opportunity here. He needs to be better in that, chat. Needs to be better in that, 100%. And but yeah, the two number 6s, Rodri and Fabinho, having handbags. A lot of City fans might say that was a red card for Fabinho, but at the end of the day, if you're scrapping them out of, if you're sending players like that, it's a 50-50. Full-blooded tackle from Rodri and Fabinho. That's part and parcel of football. And that's what you want to see in the game. Both players going for it, hammer and song in reality. But as I said, if you're eradicating that out of the game, then it might as well be a tag football or something anyway. And Newcastle will smash you, lol. Easy. Oh, bloody hell, Ant's gone with an easy win. We'll see. Big up there, Ant, as well. Big up there, Panel. Big up there, King. But as I said, chat, let us know your thoughts on that. Exit out. We'll open them up. Nines beans anyway. But big up there, chat. As I said, it wasn't doing dwell too much on this anyway. The most important thing is Liverpool focus and recharge. Get back into this now in the Premier League. As I said, but positives, if you can pick out of it, I think Milner had a good game prior to him coming off. Pacetic picking up a yellow card, but I think in that first 45-minute period, didn't at all look out of place. Yes, there was that 15-20 minute spell for Manchester City. Of course, City have done that to the best teams in the whole of Europe when they've suffocated teams. But the fact that we had Pacetic out there, and obviously Carvalho, two young lads that will obviously learn from this experience. Similar with Palmer as well, he would have learned so much. And obviously the young lad Lewis for City down that right-hand side. He had a decent game as well. But chat, as I said, we're anticipating, if Liverpool won tonight, we would have won that League Cup by a country mile anyway. But it's not to be. As I said, hopefully Liverpool can come away with trophies this season. But if we can't, then I'd class this season as a very disappointing year, in all honesty. But we'll find out come what the end of May. But yeah, disappointing, chat, as I said. Man of the match by a bloody country mile. Kevin De Bruyne, 2 assists in this game. Darwin Núñez, quite frankly, needs to do a lot better. Oh, and of course, yeah, I have to speak about that man Joe Gomez as well. I wanna back Joe Gomez, but when he puts in performances like this, it's very, very frustrating. I think on all of our goals tonight, and Jurgen Klopp said it in his interview, we were ball watching far too much. In all honesty, not just Joe Gomez, but in terms of the defensive line, I think Nat Phillips coming on reassured it a bit more at the back. But as I said, Nat Phillips, he's being outnumbered at the back post. It's not Nat Phillips, it's a case of Liverpool defensively as a team getting caught out by a quick corner, a short corner, ball to the back post. Nat Phillips, he's literally marking about 3 City players at the back post. But yeah, Joe Gomez, his performance levels need to improve massively, in all honesty. But luckily enough, we've got no Van Dijk tonight. and obviously Ibu Kanate, who we know they are our two main centre halves in all honesty anyway. But yeah, Gomez needs to get his act together in all honesty, chat. Let me know your thoughts on that. Gomez should be nowhere near that centre back position. As I said, they're king. I'd agree if he puts in performances like that. Not going to sit here and say he's put in a good performance when he hasn't. I think he needs to, as I said, he's had a long time to reset. A lot of those players didn't go away in international duty. And hopefully we do see a marked improved performance. But if we get into the Villa game and we see defending like that again, then there's alarm bells will very much be setting off, in all honesty. But chat, let us know your thoughts. If you are watching on the repeat, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As I said, fully do deserve it. Manchester City and as a whole, absolutely dominant in every aspect of the game tonight. Probably shocking defending from both teams, in all honesty. The fact that Liverpool reacted straight away, I don't think Pep Guardiola's going to be happy, but as I said, there was a lot of players that were feeling at the end of the game. But chat, let us know your thoughts on that. As I said, we will be live again tomorrow, reacting. I'll try and get Ants on tomorrow if he's available. We'll have a little talk about, obviously, who we're anticipating to very much go deeper into this competition. Where's the chat? Have a fantastic rest of your night. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as I said, if you are new around here, want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night for another episode at 5 p.m. as well, everyone. Stay tuned. See you later, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your night. Ta-ra. Oh, sorry there, Eamons. I'll quickly get to your comment there, fella. As Eamon said there, chat, let us know what Eamon said. And I said, Eamon said, how did we get overloaded in the back post? It is ridiculous, Eamon. And it's not just a case of we've not just seen it tonight, mate. We've seen it on quite a lot of occasions this season. Times when we've played Fulham, not stopping the cross. It's the thing, and I'm not making excuses, but even still, City didn't have a lot of rhythm. Look at Kevin De Bruyne come back into the City system. He didn't have the best of World Cups for Belgium, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, Eamons. But hopefully we need to improve, and I'm pretty sure we will. But if we don't, then I'll be disappointed. Salio Jack, Klopp didn't take the game seriously. I'm backing Starwin. Gary, no chance of 35 goals if he's finishing like that tonight, mate. And I think the lads have already alluded to, as Eamon said before, he's a player that reacts on instinct. And I think when you give him time, as I said, he's still a young lad. He's going to develop, but he's a bit rusty when he has a lot more time to think about stuff. But big up there, panel of chat. Have a lovely rest of your night, as I said. Making sure I did get to everyone's comments as well, so apologies. On here, panel of, and it's 1, 2, 3, and we fighting for don't know what. I don't give a damn. Next stop is Villa as well, panel. We've got to react. That's the most important thing. Off the back of tonight's game, chatting it, we've got to react well. And if we don't, as we said, we've had the case of point of like 3.5 weeks. Liverpool, we've all been like, oh yeah, all our players have been resting, but I don't want it to be a case of same old for Liverpool, especially this season where we're just flat, lacking in creativity. It says a lot when your best creative players on the pitch tonight were, of course, Salah, and then you got two youngsters, Carvalho, and I don't want to be seeing Carvalho out wide. I want to see Carvalho in that natural number 10 area, as we've seen with the goal. That's where he thrives in. Don't be putting him out wide. I know we've got to play him there because we've got no other players, in all honesty, but I'd even like to see Carvalho in behind Darwin Núñez and Salah. Try something different, Jürgen, especially if it isn't going right in the Premier League. But chat, let us know a proper Crimbo and a proper Crimbo. Yeah, all we want is 3 points, chat. That's all we want. That's all we ask for. 3 points against the Villa. But as I said, chat, there's going to be a lot of content to come over the Christmas period. And if I don't see us, if you don't tune in over the Christmas period, I fully understand. Everyone's very busy with family, and most importantly, spend it with the family, everyone, or your friends, or the most important people. But if I will be around on the channel as well, so stay tuned. Keep an eye on the channel. But if I don't see you, have a lovely rest of your Christmas. And as I said, I hope you had a fantastic New Year. The games are coming thick and fast. But yes, not the result we wanted. As I said, we need to improve from a defensive point of view as well. But it's City at the end of the day. It's not every time you do come up against City in the bloody League Cup anyway. I know we beat them last year, but in the FA Cup, but that was a different competition. But everyone, see you later. Everyone, have a lovely rest of your night, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. See you later, everyone. See you later.